I'm going to talk about when I fell off my bike and lost my tooth. Now, I was just riding slowly around here, walking my bike, and I asked my mom if I could ride it. So I was riding down here in the street, and I wanted to go across the street right about at the end of this driveway. And I was right about here when I was riding, and I looked both ways, and when I came over here, I hit the curb. And I hit right about here, and my bike fell over in the street, and I fell right here. And I got up, and my face was all bloody, and blood was all over my hand. And I was holding my mouth, and over here I was standing waiting for my mom and dad to come. And there's a little bit of blood here, right about right there. When I was dripping a lot, and I dripped some in the grass, and I dripped there, and we didn't see any more spots, but then my mom came running, and she was looking for a little tiny tooth, and when she was looking, one of the neighbor found it over here on the driveway, and it was humongous. It looked like a fang, and they ran me to the hospital. Well, at the hospital, I went into the emergency room, and they asked where the tooth was, and they said, is the tooth in her mouth, under her tongue? And my dad said no, and she said, well, where is it? And then my dad said it was under his tongue, and they were hollering at him, saying it wasn't that good to put under his. He thought I was going to swallow it. So when I was laying down on the emergency bed, I was just laying there crying a little bit, looking around, and then they took the tooth and they were pushing it into my gum. And they took it out of milk, and they were pushing it back in just lightly. I didn't really feel anything, but they gave me medicine to put on my face because I had scratches on my face. And when I was done with that, they said I had to keep this thing in my mouth so it would keep the pressure on the teeth. And when I was done with that, they said take me down to the professional office, the doctor, the dentist's office, and he just, all the nurses there were very nice, and then he said that I'm going to have to get braces only on my first couple of teeth. Only 3, so they were putting it on, and it hurt. It hurt just when they were clipping, and I didn't feel real no pain when they just gave me the Novocaine. So they put 4 needles of Novocaine in my mouth, and that was the only time I started crying and screaming. And then that was done there at the dentist. But then I went back a couple of days later, like just a couple of days ago, I went back, and they said I was looking much better every day I came back. And they said that now I need a root canal, but I'm not getting one until a couple of weeks, I guess. But they said I need a root canal, so.